Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. For this hit, well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, BA, for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Strus in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Tatum. Fires in the triple.
Well, we don't see Tatum shoot the corner 3 all that often, but that doesn't mean he can't hit them.
And here are the Cavaliers now. To the inside. Here's Allen. Pass to Strus. From deep. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
And I wanted to know, how do you slow a guy down like Jarrett Allen? Coach said we have to hassle him as much as possible on both ends of the floor. We really want to limit him, not just his points, but more importantly, his rebounds. So keeping Allen off the glass is a primary focus.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Garland. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Pass to Brown. There's the 3. It's Brown on the wing. He buries it from 3.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
To stop the run, and the shot is good by Garland.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
Stan, we've seen a resurgence for Kristaps Porzingis over the last few seasons. What changed?
Well, Brian, he really dug down into the numbers, identifying his best shot profile and really focusing on that. It's helped his efficiency.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Yeah, their aggressive approach on the offensive glass has created second chance opportunities.
From deep, Mitchell. Porzingis grabs the board. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Three-pointer, Holiday. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
A big difference in that one. Their ability to convert from range. By and large, they took some really good shots.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
Knocks down the long J.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Garland with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. Pass to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, the former dunk contest champ, Donovan Mitchell, showing off his bounce.
Here's White from downtown. That one doesn't drop.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Mitchell. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Brown finds White. Sinks it from distance. White's got 9 points.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Brown. Here he goes. And the jam by Brown.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam.
Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball.
Cavaliers trail by 9. Strus the pass to Garland. Inside. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh, the length of Allen is exceptional, helping him reach past the defense and jamming it home.
It's Brown on the wing. White for 3. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 12.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And Porzingis has got the ball here for Boston. 10-point lead. Right wing. Fires the 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Mitchell. Allen a screen. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Strus against Brown. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Mobley. Great look there, but off target.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Outside for Mitchell. Drills it from deep. Mitchell's got 10 points.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Hunter's checked in for the Cavs. Okoro comes in for Strus. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Drew Holiday.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Now here's Mitchell. 35 points his last game. And the basket is good. He's got 12.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Outside Tatum. The 3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Hunter. Tatum pulls it in.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
White for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 4 assists now tonight.
It's impossible to win when you give up second and third chances to score.
Now here's Garland. Outside Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
White can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
White missing again. Well, Cleveland's shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Lets it go from 11. And Garland with the basket on the assist by Mitchell.
Getting it done from the mid-range. Garland loves using this area of the floor.
White for 3. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Down low. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. There's Tatum with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Cavaliers trail by 16. Outside Hunter. Back to Garland. Launches a three. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Matching the triple from the other end. Garland is game.
Outside Holiday. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 4 rebounds in the game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Now here's Garland. He's got 7. Pass to Allen. Holiday grabs the miss. Celtics lead by 13. Lets it go from deep. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Holiday's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Here's Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
From right in close, DeAndre Hunter.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Tatum. Here's the 3. Hits the trifecta. Tatum's got 12 points in the game.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this year.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
No stopping Allen there. His length makes the play almost too easy.
Left side Holiday. 4-3. The shot no good. 1 second left. No good on the shot. And so it's Boston now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
On the court right now for Cleveland, they've got Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Green, and it's Jerome in at point guard. And Porzingis with the block.
What a swat by the big man Porzingis. You always have to be careful shooting when he's lurking.
Here's Mobley. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit it. Shot. Mobley's got his first points of the game.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Here's Holiday. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
Yeah, foul line down is where Holiday does a lot of his best work.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Craig is checked in for Boston. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Celtics. Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston Gold. Celtics.
With some changes, Tatum, he's checked in for Craig. Derek White comes in for Hauser. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Here's Jerome. Out to Mobley. Okoro outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Okoro's gotten himself on the board with a three there. Porzingis against Mobley. Tatum from long range. Jerome grabs the miss. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Here's Green. Tipped.
A true defensive expert. Holiday using awareness to get there for a denial.
Second chance effort. Jerome, no good.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Releases, and there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist from Tatum. Holiday's gotten 4 this quarter.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And I like that Porzingis didn't settle for just a layup, instead electing to finish with force off the drive.
Here's Jerome. No made baskets yet. Here's Mobley. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds now. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Strus, he's checked in for the Cavs. Garland comes in for Green.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And the shot is good by Garland.
Not only is Garland's jump shot silky smooth, it's also effective.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
And here's Hunter from the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Holiday. Beyond the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, Holiday finds ways to score inside and from beyond the arc.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
With some arc. The shot misses. Cavaliers trail by 17. Porzingis on the double team. Pass to Mobley. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. 19-point game. Back to Jerome. The 3-ball. Boston pulls it in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Porzingis. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Well, you'll see teams try to bump Porzingis around. Didn't work that time.
And here's Garland. 9 points in the game. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And the basket by Brown.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night. Holiday
against Garland. Pass to Jerome. 5 to shoot. To the left wing. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Gets the 3 to fall. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
Rise and fire. I just love how assertive Garland is on offense.
Outside Tatum. Fires the 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now Garland. 12 points for him. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Garland. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Jerome. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Nice job in the second quarter, just pounding it into the paint. Good way to maintain the upper hand.
Wade, he's checked in for Thompson.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
The 3 from Mitchell. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
And finished off by Tatum.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
2 open that time. They didn't look easy. Mitchell's got 24 points.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Porzingis misses.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Celtics lead by 22. Outside Holiday. There's the triple. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Strus's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And Brown with the stuff.
Hey, Jaylen Brown is a strong dude. He takes the hit and completes the play.
Okiki's checked in for Cleveland. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly, Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle?
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And that one's good.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Now here's Garland. 12 points for him. Hunter can't get it to go. White on the wing. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3. White's got 11 points in the quarter.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Outside Hunter. The 3 is up. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Well, Cleveland's shooting a nice 50% for the game. Oh, sweet move. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And I don't know why they deviated from looking to score inside. They were hurting them in the first period from that area.
Allen, he's checked in for the Cavs. Evan Mobley comes in for Hunter.
You know, I've got...
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Outside Mitchell. From deep, Mobley. It's hauled in by White.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
Mobley outside. And here's Strus outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Strus has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Out to the right wing. The kick to Tatum. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. From deep, Mitchell. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
Tatum inside. Mobley's on him. Tatum can't hit.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
Allen. The rebound, Celtics. White for 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Derek White getting it done for the Boston Celtics. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Good to have you. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV,
Changing focus now to that first half, a brutal game so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
the defense.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. How about Derek White really making a difference here?
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Connects again from distance.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense.
And Brown doesn't mind getting roughed up on the way up. In fact, he embraces it.
And he can't hit the second. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
On the wing, Tatum. 3-pointer. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Tatum's got 22 points.
And nice shot by Tatum, answering the 3 from the other end.
Here's Allen. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Tatum with it. 22 points for him. White for 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Boston pulls it in.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Pass to White. Takes the 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Strus the pass to Allen. Now Garland. Oh, there's the alley! And Mobley throws it down.
You talk about a catch radius. I don't think you could miss Mobley with that pass if you tried.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Garland, no good. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Celtics. White for 3. Good! Another from three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Tatum passes to Holiday from outside the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Cleveland has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Strus the pass to Mitchell. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Mitchell's got 6 here in the quarter.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down. Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Outside Strus. Off target from three-point range.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is looking. You take a look at Cleveland, final stretch of the season. They've got the #1 seed and have shown no signs of giving it up. And, of course, there's the Celtics right behind them, just one spot down.
Well, I think for Cleveland, their fans were expecting a lot from this team this year, and they haven't disappointed them. It's been a terrific season, and they're far from done yet heading into the playoffs.
Mobley outside. Garland scanning the floor. Pass to Mitchell from the arc. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Porzingis with it. He's picked up by Garland. Here's Brown. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Allen outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Allen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
With a soft touch around the basket, when Allen gets good looks inside, he's able to capitalize.
Three-pointer Holiday sinks the tray.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Outside Mitchell. Outside Strus. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Yep, that one goes.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Cleveland has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Pass to Garland from behind the arc. Drains the triple. Garland's got 17.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Here's Tatum, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
And Cleveland making a change here. Hunter's checked in, lets the 3 fly. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Holiday. The three. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The three from Mitchell. Porzingis grabs the board. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second-chance opportunities.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Mitchell. From the baseline. Boston pulls it in. Here's Brown. He's got 27. Ooh, got that one up quick. Tatum's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
Really left him alone that time.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Holiday against Garland. Here's Mobley. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Terrific job of challenging the defense there by Tatum.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Holiday. Mitchell misses. And for Boston, they're shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level. Pass to Tatum. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Tatum's got 38 points.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft. And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ID.
And again for three.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. And here's Hunter from the arc. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Holiday for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the middle. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And yep, it's good.
Well, there's a little old school from Porzingis, using that mid-range.
And here's Hunter. 12 points for him. Mobley, a screen on Holiday. And Hunter, here we go. Tatum with a steal. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Celtics opening up a huge gap. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Jerome. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th. They've got Thompson. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Max Strus. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Jerome in at the shooting guard. Drive by Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Well, that's excellent initiative by Brown. Seeing the lane open up and attacking it.
Now Garland. One of the biggest challenges for coaches these days, Stan, is roster turnover. How do you deal with the player movement?
Well, look, Brian, it's to be expected, first of all. And second of all, you just, every year starts new. You start from square one every year, and you build it. And if you make an in-season deal, you start over again from square one and build it up.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Garland against Holiday. Thompson with a screen. Here's Garland. Pass to Thompson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Boy, coach doesn't like that decision one bit. He's going to use his challenge on the out-of-bounds violation.
This call is all about viewing perspective.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
It's a matter of where the action takes place on the court.
Hey, when you're on the bench and see what looks like an obvious mistake on this call, you almost have to challenge. No matter when it comes in the game, you don't want to surrender any possession. And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call. And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Left side White. Fires from deep. Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016, that was the top spot until Clay took it.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Porzingis. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Garland for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the thing is, you got to be very careful when Porzingis gets that catch-and-shoot game working.
Jerome passes to Garland. From deep, Strus. Porzingis grabs the board.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
On target from range. Holiday's got 25 points.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Pass to Garland. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Hunter with the ball. To win the drought. And that's good. Max Strus for 3.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Here's Tatum. Can't get it to drop. Hunter with some nice D. Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. On the wing, Strus. Pass to Jerome. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 17. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Now Tatum from deep three-point land. Strus grabs the miss.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Thompson, a screen on White. Here's Jerome. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Now here's Holiday. All right, Stan, what's one rule you'd change if you could be commissioner for a day?
Well, first thing I want to know, Brian, if I get to be commissioner for the day, for that day, do I get Adam Silver's salary?
100%.
Brian, I'd get rid of all the replays.
All the replays, no more reviews. Human factor.
No reviews, no challenges. Let's play the game and keep the flow of the game going.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Takes a three. The shot by Holiday, no good. Cleveland has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Here's Jerome. An easy 2 on the layup. Jerome's got 10 points in just the second half.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
White for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Jerome. Pass to Hunter. Outside Garland. Now here's Hunter. Pulls up. Porzingis grabs the board. Strus grabs the miss. Strus has got 4 rebounds in the game. Jerome passes to Garland. Outside Hunter. Here's Thompson. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Porzingis. The Celtics have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Boston, no good that time either. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 12-3 run. Pass to Garland. This one for 3. Connects from downtown. Garland's got 23.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Garland has clearly added some muscle over the years. He's looking more and more comfortable working through contact.
It's Brown on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3. Brown's got 32 points in the game.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Pass to Strus. All sorts of time. And all around the rim that time before dropping. The Celtics have gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Hunter against Tatum. Outside, Brown to the paint. White can't hit. Cleveland has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. Garland. Some solid defense from Holiday. Well, the Celtics shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started. And the bucket is good. Tatum's got 43 points.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Pass to Garland. And here's Strus outside. Knocks down the triple. Strus has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, great vision. I mean, this is where Garland takes it to another level offensively.
And here's Holiday. There's the triple. Strus grabs the miss. Strus has got 5 rebounds tonight. And stolen by Brown. Driving in. Chalk up 2 there. Brown's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Hunter finds Garland. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
The Celtics shooting really well in this matchup, 62% from the floor.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
No surprise, another victory for these guys who have been on a tear all year long. They've now won 62 games. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jason Tatum.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
And it's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. Pass to Strus. Launches it. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Brown, no good. Garland with the ball. And here's Strus outside. It's hauled in by White. On the wing, Tatum. Let's go with a three. The shot won't fall. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.